He had walked in darkness. Now, he walked in light. Blacula, once a creature of the night, was now simply Lucas. Professor Lucas, scholar of history, a man reborn. The curse of Dracula lifted. His thirst for blood, a distant memory. He had found peace. He had found purpose. He had found redemption. New Orleans thrummed with life around him. The city embraced him, its vibrant energy a stark contrast to the cold castles of his past. He had chosen this city for its soul, its magic, a place where the veil between worlds felt thin, a place where he could exist, both man and memory. But some memories never truly fade. They linger in the shadows, waiting to be reawakened. Blacula knew this. He had learned to live with the darkness inside him. Now, a new darkness threatened to engulf everything he held dear, his past, his present, his very being. He would face it, as he always had. This time, however, the stakes were higher than ever before. Word spread through the hidden veins of the city, whispers of an ancient evil stirring. It sought a bride, they said, not just any woman, a woman of power, a voodoo queen, her name, Marie Laveau. Descendant of the legendary priestess, her blood sang with the same magic, the same connection to the spirit world. Blacula felt a chill. He knew the signs, the pull of the supernatural. This was no ordinary evil. It reeked of sulfur and ancient pacts. This was the work of the fallen angel, the master of lies. Satan himself walked the earth, his gaze set on New Orleans. The city, under a shroud of fear, braced itself. The darkness felt different this time. Heavier, more insidious. It seeped into the cracks of the French Quarter, poisoning the joy, the music, the lifeblood of the city. Blacula knew he could not ignore this threat. Not this time. This was a battle for more than just one soul. It was a battle for the city itself. Detective John LaSalle, a man hardened by the city's underbelly, scoffed at the rumors. Voodoo queens and devils? Fairy tales for tourists. But the bodies started piling up. Ritualistic killings, marked with symbols LaSalle had never seen before. The victims, all connected to Marie Laveau. Their paths crossed at the latest crime scene. Blacula, drawn by the stench of evil, and LaSalle, bound by duty and a growing sense of dread. A shared purpose, however uneasy, began to form between them. One driven by his past, the other by his present, both determined to protect the city. Marie Laveau, a woman of undeniable presence, met them with skepticism and steel in her eyes. She knew the danger she was in. She felt the devil's eyes on her, but she would not be cowed. "I am the guardian of my lineage," she declared. "I will not be taken by any man, mortal or otherwise." An alliance, forged in necessity and desperation, took root. The weight of the decision pressed down on Blacula. His human life, his hard-won peace, hung in the balance. To fight Satan, he needed the power he'd renounced. He needed to become the monster again, to embrace the curse, to unleash the beast within. Could he control it this time? Or would it consume him, leaving him a soulless predator? The hunger, long dormant, stirred within him, a primal instinct, a thirst that could never be truly quenched. He knew the price of this power. His soul, his very essence, would be forfeit. Damnation awaited him on either side. To stand by and watch as New Orleans fell to darkness, or to become the monster again and risk losing himself forever. The thought of Marie, so strong, so defiant, being sacrificed to fuel Satan's reign made his choice. There was no other way. He would make the sacrifice. The air crackled with energy. Incense smoke filled the air, carrying the scent of vetiver and myrrh. Marie Laveau, adorned in the regalia of her lineage, moved with ancient grace, her voice a rhythmic chant, invoking the Loa, the spirits of her ancestors, for protection. They were preparing, bracing themselves for the inevitable confrontation. LaSalle, a man of science and logic, felt a tremor of fear run down his spine. The impossible felt all too real in this room, in this city. He clutched the talisman Marie Laveau had given him, a small pouch filled with herbs and a strange, heavy stone. "For protection," she had said, her eyes holding his with an intensity that belied her calm demeanor. Blacula, his face a mask of grim determination, prepared himself. He could feel the darkness closing in, feel the oppressive weight of Satan's presence. The transformation was already beginning, his features sharpening, his eyes glowing with an infernal light. Tonight he would become a monster to fight a devil.